Hi friends, and welcome to one more tutorial here on my channel. I'm Vivian, the crafter behind Craft Co's Designs, and if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute little sunflower applique. You can use for whatever you would like to, but I made this one for a friend, so I just glued the applique on my card with hot glue. And this is a plain card that I got from Target, but I will link down below where you can get it from Amazon as well. And this one I made with cotton yarn, but the one that I'm going to show you today I made with acrylic yarn. So all of them for medium yarn, and also using a 4.5 millimeter hook. You are also going to need a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle to weave in the ends, and that's all. So let's go ahead and let's start. We are going to use 3 different colors of yarn: the brown, yellow, and green. But you can use any color that you would like to. Maybe you want to make it in different colors. It's up to you. I will also leave the link down below for my blog where you can see more information about this tutorial. And let's go ahead, let's start it. I am going to start with the flower. We are going to start the project with a magic ring and chain 1. This chain 1 will not count as our first single crochet. Now inside this ring we are going to work 6 single crochets. So just insert the hook inside the ring, pull up a loop, work 1 single crochet, and just keep working single crochets until you have 6 of them. Once you have 6 single crochets, go ahead and find that tail that we left for the ring and pull that tail tight to close the center of the ring. And to close and finish this round, we are going to slip stitch on the top of the very first single crochet. Chain 1, and this chain 1 will not count as a single crochet. And what we are going to do now, we are going to work 6 increases around, which means 2 single crochets for each stitch from the previous round until we have 12, and then we are going to move on for the yellow part of our sunflower. So insert the hook back to the first stitch and work 1 single crochet. Now we are going to work an increase for each stitch, so which means 2 single crochets on the same spot. So go back to the same stitch and work another single crochet. Skip to the next stitch and work again 2 single crochets. So go back to the same stitch and work another single crochet. And this is what we are going to do for the entire round until we have 12 single crochets. Once you have 12 single crochets, go ahead and finish on the very first stitch. But instead of grabbing the brown yarn, we are going to introduce our yellow yarn. So I'm going to pull up a loop with the yellow yarn and just pull this tight, and we are going to work 3 chains. Now we are going to work 1 double crochet on the same stitch, yarn over, go back to the first stitch, pull up a loop, and work 1 double crochet. Now we are going to work a picot stitch, chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, go back to the first chain and slip stitch. Now chain 3 again, 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going back to the same first stitch and we are going to slip stitch. Now we are going to skip to the next stitch. We are going to slip stitch. And on this second stitch, we are going to work the same thing that we did here. We are going to do 3 chains, a double crochet, a picot stitch, 3 chains, and slip stitch, all on the same stitch. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, go back to the same stitch, pull up a loop and work 1 double crochet. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go back to the first chain and slip stitch, and we just created the picot stitch. Chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, go back to the same stitch and slip stitch. Slip stitch on the next stitch and just repeat the same thing. 3 chains, double crochet on the same stitch, chain 3 and work 1 picot stitch, chain 3 again, and slip stitch back to the same stitch. So this is what we are going to do for the whole round. Just make sure you slip stitch on the next chain, on the next stitch, before you start working. 3 chains, double crochet, picot, 3 chains, go back to the stitch and slip stitch. Just repeat the same thing until we get to the end of this round. I got here at the very last one. I just did my picot stitch and then chain 3, go back to the very last stitch and slip stitch, and we are going to slip stitch on the very first stitch. Now you can cut the yarn, pull it through. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this tail here to the back of the flower. And now you can just cut the yarn, fasten off and weave in the ends, and you're done with the sunflower. Now grab your green yarn, start with a slip knot, and we are going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the second chain from the hook, work 1 single crochet. On the next chain, work 1 half double crochet. On the next 4 stitches, work 4 double crochets, 1 for each chain. So 2, 3, and 4. On the next stitch, work 1 half double crochet, and on the very last stitch, work 2 single crochets, a picot stitch, chain 3, come back to the first chain and slip stitch, go back to the first stitch, which is actually the last one, and work 2 more single crochets on the same stitch. So basically on this very last stitch, we are going to work 2 single crochets, a picot stitch, then go back to the same stitch and work 2 other single crochets. Now on the next stitch, work 1 half double crochet. On the next 4 stitches, 1 double crochet for each of them. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. On the next stitch, we are going to work 1 half double crochet, and on the very last one, 1 single crochet. Now we are going to slip stitch on that very first single crochet that we did to start, and you can cut the yarn, fasten off and weave in the ends, and you are done. And you can make as many as you'd like to make your composition. So this is your final project. You just need to weave in the ends, and you can apply it on any project that you would like to. If you end up making one of those, I would love to see it. You can tag me on Instagram, it's Craft Clothes Designs, and I will be very happy to see your project coming to life. Again, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, also the bell notification, and don't forget to check the link out to my blog as well if you want more information. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next tutorial. Bye!